What's up, y'all? We're gonna give everybody a second to get in here because we did something with the other link and it's not working. So we're gonna give people time to flow into the new link.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Accidentally push. I think I pushed end or whatever. The landscape was locked or something. So.
Let me see if there's a way that I can. Oh, so everybody's following that link probably. Hi guys. Thanks for joining over here. We had a mishap and so we're in a different link.
Still trying to figure out how to work it smooth, a little bit smoother. Bear with us.
How do I delete this?
You probably gotta go into the studio.
You can go to talk to them. I gotta focus on this.
All right, guys. We're gonna start shortly. Just make sure you, as you come in, just hit that like button. You know, if you want to subscribe, feel free to do so. We're gonna get it started.
I think this is working now. I think it's working.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're in it.
I think we're good to go. Yeah.
Sorry about that. I need to get myself situated. We hit something. Brian hit something on the phone, and then we don't know what happened from there.
Yeah, I ended the live stream on the link, and then it just went away totally. So that's my bad. But for some reason, the orientation was locked on the screen, so we couldn't have it the landscape, only the long way. So you know.
Yeah, I'm trying to get in here so we can see the people talking. Okay, I found it. All right. Okay, all right, we made it. Y'all, we gonna get this together. Last time we did the StreamYard, and we really liked the feature where we could highlight the comments, but the quality of the video just was subpar. So we have to figure that out to see how we can get the same volume and video quality, and then we'll probably end up figuring out something. Bear with us. Hi, Life with B. Hi, wife and mother of two. Good evening. I hope you all have a beverage. We have ours. Hi, Whitney.
A matching cups here.
Right.
What you call that? Chevron, was that?
Chevron, look at you.
See, learning out here in these streets. Learning.
Hi, Andre. Hi, Dre and Shan. So, you guys, this one is going to look a little different because we are not going to come up here and give you all these tips about how we did trial and error, and we have all these tips about traveling while Black. This is more of an open discussion where we can share our experiences, some things that we have come across. We want to hear from you guys. He's trying to help our son with ice cream. He's trying to get ice cream for dessert, and he's making all of the noise. Like he needed dessert now. But we want to hear from you guys, so please in the comments let us know about your experiences traveling while Black. If you're not Black and you are even curious at why this even needs to be a discussion, let us know that too. We want to hear it all. Everyone's welcome to the conversation. Hi Tina, thanks for joining us. Life with B said you're enjoying the apple while sitting on the beach. What beach? Where you at? I'm hating. Hold on. See, now you guys let us know what beach. Don't leave us hanging. But yes, let us know your experiences while traveling while Black. We really want to hear about it. Reminder of our live schedule I'm trying to wait for Brian to get back before we jump into it. Reminder of our live schedule. We go live every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please put it on your calendars, join us. And another reminder is we always poll on the topic on our community tab on YouTube. So if you go on our main page, look at the community tab, we always poll in advance to see what you guys want to hear about. If you want to talk about something that you don't see up there, then definitely put it in if it's a topic that we didn't give you. Wait, oh, you're in Buckrow? I was just there this weekend. I grew up in Hampton.
Buckrow Beach?
Yes, I was born in Georgia, but I grew up in Hampton. So I used to live near Buckrow Beach. So I know exactly where you are. Enjoy the beach. Enjoy the beach. So, all right. So last thing we wanted, wait, hold on. Lean back, baby, so I can see your shirt.
Oh.
We have shirts on. Can y'all see them?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
There
I
you
guess
go.
that's there we go. That's our logo on the shirt. So our brother and sister, Brian's brother, my brother-in-law, and our sister-in-law, they have a company, and I'm going to leave the Instagram handle in the chat feature. They made our shirts for us so that we can join some lives. They're also sending us wine glasses with our logo. So they really do an amazing job with custom t-shirt, anything. They do custom everything, okay? And when I tell you this is soft, and I'm not just saying this is because it's family. I would, you know, I'm not a fan of a rigid shirt, okay? Y'all know what I mean. That shirt you get on you, it don't move with you. It's really soft and everything. So it's called Sync Creations, and their Instagram handle is sync_creations, but sync is spelled, it's the Italian word for number 5. So I'm gonna put it in the comments if y'all want to head over and check them out. Let's see.
They do everything. Screen print everything.
Oh, they said they love the shirts. Life of
Thank
B
you.
said this is the closest they can get to a cruise. I know. Everyone's kind of going through the whole cruise. What's the word I'm looking for? Withdrawals. Travel withdrawals overall. Cruise withdrawals. Yeah, this is the season and when we're all feeling it. Speaking of travel and travel withdrawals, so we often get asked a lot about how have we ever come in contact or come across any particular experiences when we travel. And I think when people are asking this, they're asking about when we travel abroad to places that generally don't, not necessarily cater to Black people, because I don't think that's what I don't think anybody's expecting anyone to cater to us when we travel there, but people that, far away places that may not have, may not know a lot about Black people, or they may hear stories online or different people's experiences.
I may have even seen Black people before.
May not. No, really, that's really true. Hi Donna, only Donna. Thanks for joining us. What's up, Lynette and Stanley? Life with Us TV. What up? What up? What up?
Make sure you hit that like button when you come in.
Yes. Hit the like button. We don't have the number of likes at the bottom of the people that's watching, so please like the video and share it if you think people want to also join. So put your questions in the comment section. Yes, put your question in the comment section. Put your experiences in the comment section. Like, I really want to hear from y'all. Like, we are not the experts on traveling while Black at all. Like, we're Black and we travel. That's, you know, that's the extent of it. And we'll talk about some of our experiences. I have several experiences to share. Hi, Rich. Thanks for joining us. So Rich says, would you ever consider moving to Africa? I would definitely consider it. We've talked about whether we would move abroad and be expats somewhere. We've definitely considered it. We don't really know the exact location we want to be. We've bounced around on several ideas.
Yeah, we got a couple, you know, top 2 or 3 or whatever, but
yeah.
A lot goes into actually moving your whole life to another country. It's like, you know, you got to get accustomed to the laws, accustomed with, you know, their style of their way of life, your types of rights and things like that. Because everybody has different customs, everybody has different laws that you have to get that you have to abide by and things like that. So, education, how the education system is there. Because of course we got Bryce with us, and he will be learning, you know, what type of job market is out there. If you could still do virtual. You know, here in the United States, or, you know, working in that specific country. So it takes a lot. It's a big decision.
It takes a lot, but we know, well, not personally, but I'm in different travel groups, and I know people that live abroad or moved abroad, and they really, really like it. And a lot of people are starting to consider for various reasons. I mean, we have elected officials, our main elected official, the president, who are driving a lot of people out of the United States. We also have a lot of ways that we're treated as Black people here in America that is just subpar, and it's not okay. It's never been okay. And that's driving a lot of people away. So we've definitely considered Africa and other places. Africa is a huge continent, so we haven't really narrowed in on exactly where we really want to visit. We have not gotten to Africa. We've been to 4 continents. We still have 3 more to hit. And Africa is our next continent that we definitely want to hit. But definitely a great question. Keep your questions coming. have you all had any experiences traveling while Black, positive or negative? This is not meaning that it has to be negative. All of our experiences
Right.
traveling while Black are
And
not
positive,
not
yeah.
negative.
Yeah.
But we definitely do not. I know a lot of people have different viewpoints on how they handle travel. Some people, they're like, I'm only going to go places I know want me there. And so I'm only going to go places where I know there's going to be a lot of people that look like me, that I know are going to be very welcoming to me. And I completely understand that. I completely get that. And then there's some people that just want to go everywhere. I mean, we feel like this is our world too. So whether or not you're comfortable with me or not, it's our world too, and I'm going to travel through it. But also, some people, there are some countries that I've heard of that have a strong disdain for Black people. And for those particular countries, we stay away from. But there are other countries where people have varying views about going. Some people have been to Greece and said they've been treated horribly. We went to Greece, we loved it. It was amazing. We did not get treated any particular type of way. There is a difference though. Sometimes we go places, like when we were in Greece, there were times when even when we were in Maldives, there were times when you might see people looking at you, not necessarily in a way that they don't like you or have an issue with you, but they're just curious. Because one thing that we might assume, especially in the recent years when there have been more of a travel movement in the Black community, that you see people like African Americans traveling the world. And we do, but honestly, whenever we travel internationally, it's very rare that we come across people that are African American. We may come across people that may be African, and so, that's still, we're all Black. But it's not very often we come across people that are African American.
Yeah,
like
in
when
the United
we
States,
hit to start talking, we can say their accent is from the United States of America. It's not very often, and when we do, we be excited, like, give the nod. Y'all know the nod,
Right.
Okay, I'm gonna take a break. There's a Life Would Be said. Okay, so here's an experience. Yay, sharing experiences. So I had an experience on Carnival when I cruised this past October. We were coming back on the ship, and a few. If there are any white people in the chat, YT means white. Then you know the lingo. A few white people made a comment about being at the bottom of the ship. Their mouth hit the floor when they saw they saw y'all go into your stateroom on the top deck.
Hello.
Yeah, things like that happen, and it's
y'all
very,
belong
it's
here.
very,
y'all up here with.
it's very unfortunate. But that's not. Hold on. Sorry, there was a comment that YouTube was blocking, so I was letting it come through. Whitney, they tried to block your comment, girl. So I had to see if it was inappropriate. So yes, but those type of sentiments happen in the United States. So that's not a that's something that people would have to know. And I wonder, I'm curious, like, would be the people that said that, did they seem like they were American, or did they seem like they were from another country? Because we've honestly gone through more being Black here than we have abroad. But yeah, we might see people when we go abroad look at us just out of curiosity, because they really do not see many African American. They might come across even more African travelers than they do African American travelers. So when they see us and they hear us start talking, they just become curious, like, where are they from? I can't place it, because a lot of people, their only perception or what they know of Black people or what they see on TV. And
Right.
As you all know from the TV programming, that does not represent us.
The vast majority of Black
that
people.
does not. It really doesn't. So one particular, also to mention, a lot of places we travel to, you will be surprised at how many people look like us. So they're not African American, they're not African, they're not Black, but they have skin that looks just like ours.
Yep.
And so it's amazing just kind of see probably how our ancestors probably, how we impact so many things across the world. Like there are people that look just like us, like even in Asia. The Asia that they like to talk about is always Japan, China, Korea.
Yeah.
But when you go to Southeast Asia, they look just like us.
Yep.
Like in Maldives, their skin was as dark as ours.
Yep. Dark skin, coarse hair.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
she said, I mean,
You'd be surprised.
yeah, the majority of the country over there is brown, but they just like to depict, Asia as, China and Japan and things of that, other countries like that.
Right. So Whitney said, while traveling alone, I've been confronted with the perception that Black women are thought to be prostitutes. I have been harassed by men and followed and catcalled. Yes, I have heard that very often. I did experience that when I traveled abroad, when I studied abroad in Spain, where no one actually like kind of, I did, it was the whole catcall thing, but I kind of just kept my head down, kept walking, and try not to go out at night by myself or anything like that, just through the day. But that is a common misconception. I know why. Because of ways that we may be portrayed in media that's inaccurate, and they have not actually had very many personal experiences with Black people. So when they see you, for some reason, they assume that you fit whatever their stereotype of you was. So I've definitely heard that, Whitney, from several travelers, from several women, that they have experienced that. I remember also we went to Dominican Republic, and I was surprised. Like, I do speak Spanish, not fluent enough they need to think I was Dominican, but I do speak Spanish pretty well. Like, I have a degree in it, but I have not. I don't practice it on a daily basis, but when I go to a Spanish-speaking country, I just jump in and what?
You speak pretty damn well Spanish to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I get there, I just hop into it and just start speaking it. But when we went to, I remember our first trip to the Dominican Republic. I don't know if you remember this.
Yeah, they thought you were Dominican.
You're right. We went on this excursion where we were going to ride ATVs. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to give the safety instructions. So everyone that speaks English, go on this side. Everyone that speaks Spanish, go on this side. I go on this side. And so the instructor literally stopped and was like, pointed to me like, aren't you supposed to be over here? And I was like, no. He's like, aren't you Dominican? And I'm like, no. It's like, oh, okay. So it just kind of opened my eyes again to how different places people look a lot like us. Like and Brian you were mentioning the other day about how you see our culture a lot.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Like, you will go to we will get to a cab or whatever, and they're like, oh, what you want to listen to, Drake? You want to listen to the Migos or something like that? So, you go to the clubs, you hear our music, you go, the style-wise as well, like, the way they dress is just a little bit more a hip-hop type style, like in the early 90s or like even sometimes the 2000s. You can see that across a lot of Asia. Not really in the Middle East or whatever like that, because they're a little bit more stringent on stuff like that. But just
they be playing our music.
You know what I'm saying? The music is universal. You know what I'm saying? It's like upbeat stuff or stuff with the flow.
It may not be the most current. It may, like, if it's 2020 and we go travel abroad, they might be playing something from 2018, 2019 still, but
right. But yeah,
but the
majority of it be our music. So it's like we're heavily influenced across the world. What's the saying?
Once you go black, you don't go back.
Right. Everybody want to be black, but nobody want to be black. What's that?
Right. I don't know. I know what
black,
you're talking
but
about.
They said the N word or whatever. But yeah.
Oh, we're not gonna say it on this channel.
That, anyway.
Whitney, I feel like we've been on some trips together or something, because a lot of these experiences you're putting in there, I've experienced as well. She said, I have also been told I could not be American because I am Black. They say you can't be American, you're African. I experienced this as well. Like, they didn't say that exact thing to me, but when I traveled again to Spain, and I know I talk about Spain a lot, but it was literally my first time traveling international. So it really did shape my curiosity for travel, my curiosity about the cultures. I went through a lot of experiences there of just learning a lot about myself and a lot about how, not only how I view me, but how the world views me. So if I talk about Spain a lot, it's because it's been very impactful on my life, and it really just started this whole travel thing for me. But I remember when I was there, I was at school, I walk into the bus, and somebody was talking to me, and they're like, well, where are you from? Just casually. One of the other students. And I was just like, yo, I'm from United States. And they're like, oh, well, where are you from? And I was like, the United States. And they're like, well, where were you born? And I was like, United States. And,
Right.
No. It started. They said, "Where are you?" I said, "Where are you?" I said, "America." They said, "What are you? What are you?" That's what they said. What are you? And first, I'm thinking about like, what do you mean? What I'm a woman. You're talking about a dog. I'm what? So I'm like, I'm American, and they're like, "You're American." I'm like, "Yes, I'm American." And so then they're like, "No, like as if I wasn't understanding the question, because this was happening in Spanish." I'm like, "I'm American," and they're like, "No, like where are you from?" And I'm like, United States. And they're like, no, where are you from? I'm like, I live in Virginia. Like, what you mean? And they're like, no, where were you born? I'm like, United States. And they're like, oh, we didn't know that there were Black people in America. Like that they was just born there. And then I quickly realized that the part of Spain I was in is Valencia, Spain, and it's very close to Morocco. And so they had come across a lot of people that had skin like me, but they were from Morocco. And so they just weren't used to, they had never really seen many people just on the everyday there, just looking like me and being from, like being African American. So I thought that was funny. Mm-hmm. Well, I didn't think it was funny at the time, but I guess when I look back on it, they meant well. Life of B is cracking me up. That's right. Told them good evening and walk off. Yeah, like let their face drop on the floor. Life would be, let their face drop on the floor. Yes, Tina, they want our culture, but not our experiences. Exactly. That's the quote you're looking for. They want our experiences.
Big facts.
So keep talking about your experiences. Whitney says, speaking of Dominican Republic and Cuba, while visiting, I have been asked if I'm Dominican, and when I said no, I'm Black American, I've been told not to say I'm Black because you're not Black, say you're brown. Yeah, I don't know why they say, I don't agree. I mean, I definitely say I'm Black. I've never been to Cuba. How is Cuba? Any questions you all have about any locations we've been? We've heard a lot, like I said earlier, we heard a lot of people say they had negative experiences in Greece, and I did not experience that. So I'm curious at kind of what cities they went to. I'm pretty sure they were talking about Athens. We went to Athens and Santorini. We did not have any negative experiences.
Yeah.
Do you have any?
I don't have any like
memory of anywhere we had. I did have a negative experience in Spain. I got kicked out of a club in Spain. Me and two of my friends got kicked out of a club, and we were targeted because we were Black. And I know that for a fact because we literally had just gotten there. We were there all of 5 minutes, and we were we hadn't even had time to get a drink yet, and we were, just around the dance floor, and they just kept coming up to us like, move back, everybody move back. So we moved back, and they just kept coming over there. And then we're like, we are moving back. And then I think my friend was like, we are moving back, and like put her hands up like this, like, why are you picking with us? And as soon as they did that, like they put her hands behind her back and like kicked us out. Mm-hmm. And yeah, it was not good. We went to the police station to try to report it. The police looked at us like, and so we quickly realized that all these rights, and we were police here probably never want to say that. We realized that the same rights and systems that flow in America don't flow other countries. So I did experience that negative experience. Have you experienced anything negative?
No, not really, but I've definitely heard things like, for example, Airbnb. I know they had a big situation where a lot of the Airbnb renters, people who rent out the Airbnbs to them, were they wouldn't allow Black people to stay at their condo or their house or whatever. When they got there, they realized the person's Black, and it's like, oh no, we don't want you to stay here because you're African American or you're whatever, Black or anything like that. So that's a big thing. Airbnb claimed they try to clean that up or whatever, but I mean, how can you? Yeah. All you could do is they say, yeah, we will respect your policies, but when you actually get there and you pay your money, you don't know how some of these people are going to act. So
that's true.
A lot of times for that, I will make sure I put my profile pictures updated with myself in there to let them know, hey, I am African American, I'm Black. So when you get there, you know what to expect when I hit there.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because some people have a different strategy where they don't want to put their picture up because they don't want to be discriminated against because they're Black. But
I'd rather be
the only reason we don't do that is because if you don't want me in your house, right, I don't want to be there. Like I'm not. If you're gonna discriminate against me because you see my picture and you see I'm Black, you're not getting my funds. I can go
Right.
elsewhere.
I'll find somebody
So
else, yeah.
know exactly who I am, because our names are very ambiguous. So if you go off our names, you won't know.
Right.
Tiffany and Brian, and our last name are Forrester. Our names are very ambiguous, so we make sure we put our shirts up. I mean, our shirts, Lord, our faces up, so you know exactly who we are. Okay.
Yeah. The only thing I would probably say that I've personally experienced that a lot of times when I go out traveling, like people just have a tendency to ask me if I want to buy weed from them.
That is true.
I don't know why. Like everywhere I go, somebody will legit like just walking past me, or like somebody who works at the establishment be like, "Yo, we bro." I'm like, what? Like I don't know if they just trying to sell. Do they do that to everyone, or it's just me? I don't know. But it happens almost. I say it happens about 85% of the time when I'm traveling. Somebody's offering to sell me some.
So do you just assume all black people smoke weed?
I don't know what it is.
Only Donna had a question. Wait, I would miss one. Life would be said, I make sure if I see another black person or couple when I'm traveling, I make sure I ask, are you good? Exactly. We gotta look out for each other. When we see another couple, we be excited. We say what's up. We definitely speak. Not like to talk them down, anything like that, but just to acknowledge each other. Like, we see you good.
Right.
Only Donna said, have you guys ever gone to the Middle East? If so, how was that? Did you go around comfortably? We've been to Dubai and Abu Dhabi. And they just have a lot of rules, period. So, I mean, luckily we didn't have to deal with any of that. We're married, so we didn't have to deal with, any of that stuff. We really weren't there that long for me to have picked up on any, like I didn't feel, we didn't have any type of overt discrimination like that was just out there.
Right. Because I
don't recall that.
It's very rare, especially in these times where you're just gonna see something blatant.
People see it.
I mean, people definitely see it, but I mean, there's also an institution that's kind of built in just from the jump. So sometimes you don't have to, be that blatant as some people are. But I mean, it does happen either way. So
yeah, I mean, there have been times like we're in the airport. Remember, we were in Dubai. I can't remember if we were coming into the airport or leaving through, and they stopped me to something about my passport needing to be reviewed or something, and then they like made us come to the side. They call other people over, and the whole time I'm just trying to remain calm because I'm like, ain't nothing wrong with my passport, but whatever. Let me just sit here and just remain calm, and not give me any reason to lock me up in here. I ain't trying to be locked up abroad now. And they called somebody else over. I don't even remember what they said, and then they let me continue on. So I still to this day don't really know why they pulled me over and flagged my passport. I mean, nothing's wrong with the expiration date. Nothing was wrong with any of the visa requirements. Everything was set, and I don't know why they did that, honestly. Yeah. Let me scroll up to see if we missing anything. Oh, she said Cuba is wonderful, but it has been many years since I was there before Obama opened travel. Oh, so how you get there? How you get there before?
Went from another country and went the back way.
I really want to go to Cuba. The only reason I haven't gone yet is because, from what I hear, their technology systems aren't really that strong, and so if Bryce isn't with us, then either Bryce has to go with us, or I have to wait and cruise there, or wait until they get their technology up, because I got to contact my baby every day. Also with the Airbnb, somebody just said something about they heard the same thing about Airbnb that you were talking about. There is a company, a black-owned company that did get started in response to when people were talking about racism on Airbnb. We have not personally experienced these things, but we have heard it, and I think it's completely valid of other people's experiences. Just because we didn't experience something does not mean that other people and what they experienced, was not valid. But I can't remember the name of it.
I think somebody said New Airbnb in the comments.
Oh, okay. Oh, I missed. Oh, okay. Y'all got it. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Whitney said, yep. Said the black Airbnb. New Airbnb. Yep. And I feel like there's another one. There's New Airbnb, but I feel like there's another one because I don't remember that name, New Airbnb. There is another one.
Probably.
And I can't remember. I got to remember what it's called. Life would be said her fiance have locks, and they they call him Bob Marley, and it makes him mad. And they ask us about weed too, but I'm not buying from them. I probably already have my own. And then life would be earlier. You said you travel with a weapon. Yeah, you trying to get us locked up. We be in we can't get that through the airport.
Oh.
Hi, Ernest. What's up, cuz?
Y'all travel New York.
Oh, Life with Us TV. I'm mad. What'd you say?
Travel New York, New War. Maybe that's another one. I don't know.
I can't remember what it's called. Life with Us TV said they screened the passport because of the weed you bought.
Oh, listen, I ain't bringing nothing illegal into Dubai. They'll throw you under the jail for life.
My mama said y'all go to Cuba. Bryce gonna be with Nana.
That's cool.
Y'all mom is amazing. That's why we're able to travel and have vacations. No, the weapon. No, they have weapons. Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, wait, what? They have weapons you can get through TSA. Tell me more. Tell me more. As a foreigner in Cuba, you will have access to internet access that the Cuban citizens don't have access to. But it's a communist country, so there are limits. Okay, I did not know that there's a difference between the access. I wonder why that is. Like, why would they give? Maybe because they don't want to stop people from coming and giving and giving them money.
She said she got a hairbrush that's a shank. Good Lord.
Send me the link to that. Send me the link.
On some Thundercat stuff.
Nuh-uh.
Hey, listen. Do what you gotta do.
Oh, what else? You know what else I heard? Okay, so I love the Asian continent. We've been there several times. There are other places we want to definitely go. But one place that I'm not sure I want to go, like I sort of want to go, because I want to see the Great Wall of China, but I don't know, like, has anybody been to China, and what was your experience? From what I've seen from people's experiences, they're a little more pushy. So they're definitely curious, and they haven't seen many people that look like you. So when they see black people, they like want to take a picture with you, want to touch your hair. And not that I'm saying anything's necessarily wrong with that. Like, everyone has their own, some people are like, I don't mind it because, I'm opening them up to be able to see and, answer a question, be inquisitive. But I don't know. Like, I just don't have any interest on people. Yeah, I don't know, taking photos of me as if I'm some type of exhibit or something. Yeah. But if anybody traveled to China, I'm really curious what your experience was like. But when we went to Bali, didn't experience anything. They love America so much. Like, they're just trying to get over here, and they think it's just so amazing. And I'm like, I don't want to tell y'all stories to bust y'all bubble, and I'm gonna let y'all keep being excited. We didn't experience any racism there either. Any more stories or any questions y'all have about any particular locations?
Yeah. There's a lot of travel groups out there now for like black people who will like, I guess, have different itineraries throughout the year. It could be a bunch of like your group of like 10 or 20 of folks. Just if you want to feel more comfortable traveling internationally with, I guess, a group of us compared to, just by yourself. I suggest you could look into stuff like that. A lot of travel groups, just to get you more comfortable and be amongst each other. You always feel more comfortable in numbers, things like that. So that's a good way to start. I've seen some go to like Italy, Africa, all types of places. So look into that type of stuff because it's all over the place.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think it's great to travel solo. I mean, you learn a lot about yourself, but I know that's not everybody's thing. And to Brian's point, it is a huge safety. It's a layer of safety concern that you have to have when traveling solo, but that's not to say don't do it. Right. But there are definitely a lot of groups. Definitely share more experiences in the chat. We have one with Life with Us TV. It says, thank you for saying that. It does not have to be about being abroad. This is traveling while black. It does not have to be abroad. So they said in Florida at a resort, the concierge told us where all the black spots were, like Super Walmart, Dollar Tree, then looks at Stanley and tells him they have a basketball court.
Listen.
They tried it.
What about the golf course? I play golf.
Right, I would have said that even if I didn't, I would have been like, I'm actually looking for the golf course.
Right. Mess with their head a little bit while you at it.
No, they did not. And they probably were trying to be helpful, but I don't know. Yeah. What do you mean life would be? Go to any... Oh, she retracted it. Yeah. Wife and mother of two said, LOL, funny, not funny.
I mean, but just as the times that we're in right now, I mean, you could tell just different countries, you know, African Americans or black people who are in those countries. I mean, clearly there's an issue all over the globe with this because there's protests happening everywhere over it. So we just, you know, I don't want to say like be scared to go to those places. Like she was saying, it's everybody's world, our world. We have the right to travel to all of them. Mm-hmm. You know, travel as much as you want to. Just use your common sense when you're out there. Not common sense, but just keep your awareness up as you're out there. Just like you would do here, like I said before, and the other, you know.
We have an issue.
Just keep your eye out for stuff, man.
We have an issue living while black here.
Right.
So, oh, you guys, Desiree is on the chat. To answer your question, Desiree, we are sipping on red wine. Let me stop. Red wine, Apothic Red. Brian always laughs and says Apothic Red is
I need to stop
getting everybody money. Because I told him it's like the perfect red wine. If you're not sure exactly who's coming over and you don't want to get a wine that's like too particular to people's palate, you can kind of just know Apothic is a red blend that most people like if they drink red wine. So that's where no, it's not sweet. It's not that bitter. It's not sweet.
Speaking of something, your dad went to Japan. You should ask him. Shoot, he was there for about 3 or 4 months.
Somebody said something about you. Oh, I'm missing the comments. Oh yeah, Japan. My dad did go to Japan for work. He did that. I should ask him about that.
You should.
I should invite him on today. But I mentioned Desiree. I put in the Instagram handle again, you guys. This is the company that I mentioned, Sync Creations, that made our shirt. So Desiree is one of the owners, and so I just put it in the chat again. So definitely. I was trying to find out the pin of the conversation. Definitely visit the Instagram to know more. These shirts are amazing. Let me tell you. I mean, they're soft. I'm telling y'all. Look how they're moving with me. Look at that. Ow. They're not rigid at all. Okay, let me stop playing. Let me scroll back up to actually. So Dre and Shan said, I've been to Japan. However, at the time I was working music industry. So yes, the whole time it was, let me take a picture with you. And the main thing we heard and being called another person who was famous was it. She was Foxy Brown the entire time. Okay, Foxy, let me find out. Let me, I'm about to have a new nickname for you, girl. You should have never told me that. Life with SCV said, oh, I missed it. Whitney said, where would you not travel to?
You know what? Speaking of that,
great question.
I had, before I started, so Greece was the first time I've been to Europe. And before that, I did not want to go to Europe at all. I was like, listen, I live in America. I've seen them.
It took 2 years for him to warm up or going to Europe.
It took me a while. I was like, I don't want to go to Europe. I just don't want to. For many reasons. But I just didn't want to.
You thought it was just white people?
I just didn't want to be in the minority again. It just wasn't my thing. So, but after we went to Greece and experienced that, that has changed my mind. Now I'm more open to go to more Paris, Italy, maybe Milan or something like that. But different places, just experience it now that I know how it sort of is. But yeah, at first I was hardcore. I was like, I do not want to go to Europe at all. So.
But before we go back, we definitely going to Africa. That's definitely our 5th continent we have to hit. We have to. We have, the thing about Africa, we have so many trips that we, well, I got excited about Africa. Okay, remind me to come back to that somebody, because babe, I'm trying to redirect me.
Yeah, where would you
where would I not travel to? I never say never. Let me put that out there. But right now, how I feel, I would not travel to Oman, some Middle East country. This is the Middle.
The hell is that?
I've thought about this. This is the Middle East, because I literally want to go everywhere in the world, and so there'd be these little small towns and stuff that people ain't never heard of, or that, a lot of people heard of Oman, but that people aren't very familiar with it. I'm like, I want to go there. I don't want to go there. But some places in the Middle East, I would not go.
Yeah, just for
not
safety
necessarily.
purposes.
Yeah, not necessarily because. I mean, some of it is because Black, but it's more because of how they treat women and their viewpoints on women. And like, there's some countries in the Middle East where women are not to even leave the house unless they're accompanied by a man. Things like that. So countries like that, I would stay away from. I have no plans to ever go to Russia. And that's because I don't like the way that I have noticed that they treat Black people. So I'm not speaking for the whole Russian country. Well, and let's not even talk about how it's really Eurasia, and Russian people try to act like they're not really part of Asia. But anyways, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, I have no interest in going to Russia. I've heard way too many things about how people are treated. Like, I've heard that, I've not experienced this myself because I ain't been, but I've heard like people get spat at and different things like that and shouted at and called names and stuff like that in Russia. I have no interest in going there. Where else?
Korea, you know, they always plotting to blow on some top missile up.
I would
Some
go
people go to North Korea.
Yeah,
I have no idea why. I ain't trying to get stuck over there.
I would go to Korea. Maybe I'll just do South Korea.
Only Black person I know that went over there and came back was Dennis Rodman.
Oh, Lord Jesus. Anywhere you all would not go? Anywhere you all would not go? But I would pretty much go most places unless I feel unsafe.
Yeah, just unsafe is a thing.
Either unsafe or I have a fundamental issue with how they treat a certain group of, well, no, that's not true. Because that means I can't even live here.
But I didn't even think about the women aspect. I guess
Yeah, that's the reason I wouldn't do the
I guess that's my male privilege of, you know, not having to worry about things like that. So yeah.
Anywhere you all would not travel? Like what I said, my brother lived in Japan and they referred to him as Mr. Black Man or King Kong.
Oh, wow.
He's military, so he had to step differently. Man, oh man. And I'm interested in, I need to talk to my brother too, because my brother has traveled several places. Through his work. He's military as well. And most of the time, he can't really tell us much information about where he's going. But I need to follow up some of his experiences. Oh, she said, oh, you can get weapons through TSA. They have lipsticks, lighter brushes, and combs. Oh, my mom said my dad.
Listen, life would be is about it. Ain't no faking at all.
Y'all, for real, I'm about to message Life would be when I get out with it. Be like, send me some links now.
She will cut you, okay?
Right. I'd be like, listen, I'm not on the bottom of the ship. I'm on the top. Say it again. I will cut your.
Keep playing. I'm gonna whip out this earring, right in your eyeball.
Thought this was lipstick?
It's a wrap. Hey.
My mom said my dad said that Japan is very clean, very friendly people. Transportation and subways and cabs are easy. Okay, so my dad apparently had a great experience in Japan. He did not experience any racism there. Life would be said I'm open to travel anywhere with my weapon. Tina C says, I'm pretty safe with my travel, only cruises. I've been watching a lot of travel vlogs lately and would like to explore more, but racism is concerned, especially these days. I definitely understand you on that. And the only thing, what'd she say? Sorry. Life would be got to be in row. She said, listen. I'm going to put it on a shirt. Listen, I always say you play around, you lay around. I'm sorry, Tina.
That's hilarious.
Right. Focus.
I'm sorry.
Focus.
That's funny.
Life would be got us cracking up. So, Tina, I definitely understand that about traveling where you feel safe and comfortable. And I would say definitely do what you feel safe and comfortable with. The only thing that makes me kind of want to branch out sometimes is because, one, we experience a lot of racism here. So it's kind of the same precautions that I would do here, I would do there. But I say that just to say it, not to take away from your concern, because I really don't like when people, like when something dangerous is happening or violence in another country, people are like, you ain't got to worry about that. There's violence here. It's like, yeah, there's violence here, but I'm going to be over there and I'm not near anybody I know. So your concern is definitely valid. So definitely do what you're comfortable with. But another reason I do it is because, one, like I said earlier, it ain't just their world, it's my world too, so I can explore. Two, some countries, or some people in some countries, they really are just curious and they just don't know. So they might be looking at you out of curiosity. And so the more that we travel and they see us, they can have a more clear, accurate picture of what being Black is really like, and understand that we're not all the same. We are very diverse, and you know, it's a lot to us, and not just what they see on TV. You know what I mean? And so the only way that we can do that is by letting them see us and interact with us, and not just get a picture of us just by what they see on TV. But with all that being said, travel where you're comfortable, because traveling, it is about learning and experiences, but it's also about relaxation and having fun. And so if it's gonna concern you to the point where you feel like you can't have fun, definitely travel where you feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Right, Ladette. She said life would be as officially on the team. Right. You can come with us. Life would be you can come with us. Shoot, she don't play around. Life with us. I don't know if it's Lynette or Stanley talking. My brother loves Japan. Other than that, I missed something. Oh, Desiree, my mother was in the military station in Korea. They thought that Black people grew tails after midnight. Really?
They must be watching
Really?
Dragon Ball Z or something. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, stuff like that. Like they just see. Oh, I did experience racism in Germany, but I was like so young then that it wasn't anything blatant. Again, it was kind of like just people like throwing your money back on the counter and not want to give it to your hand. Stuff like that.
The problem with the issue is like, traveling while Black or just being Black in America. It's like a lot of things you got to think about. Stuff like that. It's simple stuff like that you got to think about. It's in the back of my head. Like, oh, was that on purpose, or did you just do that just because? And that's like half the, it drains your energy just off of simple things like that. You know what I'm saying? And people take for granted, and people take privilege for that. But Black people, we got to think about stuff like that every time.
Yep. And that's why I said, if there's any white people in the chat, don't feel like you can't chime in and ask questions, because y'all might be confused why we even need to have this discussion. We don't have the privilege to not talk about this stuff with each other and to not research that. Like, people that are white or other that don't have to worry about this, like y'all can just literally just plan your trip and like, oh, what destination I want to go to? Okay, well, how much does it cost? Where am I going to stay? Right. We as Black people have to go through a whole extra layer of planning and research, where we have to like, okay, well, let me research and do I know where the other Black people have been there? How do they treat Black people? Or, let me make sure that this hotel or this Airbnb or whatever is not going to discriminate against me, or certain things such as like just, if they have a dress code, I got to make sure that the luggage in my dress the stuff that I pack is not going to have them any chance of like denying me anywhere. So, there might be things where, you can't wear certain athletic wear or anything like that. And of course they could be, it's all subjective with who they stop and who they don't. So we have to go through that the extra layer of planning that we have to go through, or like say, even with me being Black and having natural hair, they want to search our hair and stuff going through TSA, and it's like, what do you think I got up in here? Like, we have our braided hairstyles and stuff like that, and we have to get checked extra. And I mean, I know that we're not the only group that goes through this, but it's something extra we have to think about. There are some cruise lines that side-eye due to how I'm treated in the cruise groups online. I've been told to shut up and go back to Carnival or go get a job. No.
Wow.
The audacity. Tina C said, yes, a lie. I was contemplating driving to Florida and staying the night in South Carolina. I'm Googling cities and looking at location tags on Instagram to make sure Black folks live there. Very important. And I mean, that back in the day, they had the Green Book just for that. Yeah. They had the Green Book to be able for Black people to be able to navigate and know where they could stay on the road and where they could drive and where they could vacation. So yeah. And I mean, we've had times here where, when I reflect back on it, where we might go to the pool or something like that, we might set up, and the people that was near us may leave. But
right.
I didn't really pay much attention to them. I'm like, well, lead in. Like, I mean, because you never know. They really could have just been tired at that exact moment. It was coincidence. They left right when we came. Let
me get that chair.
But likely it wasn't. But I don't care. More space for me. Goodbye. So they always pull you to the side with TSA, do your waist beat. Or your waist beat's a weapon too. No, I'm joking. Off topics. Listen, sis, when is it safe for us to get our nails done? Desiree, you trying to clown me on my nails? What you trying to say? What you trying to say? I just would like everybody to know. I would like the record to reflect
That is such a random
that
question.
my toes are done. That's why I think she's trying to play me.
Might be.
My toes are done. I got a pedicure. You trying to play me for my nails, Desiree?
No.
But no, my hair salon, my nail salon has glass and all that, so they take your temperature at the door and all that. She said no. She said mine look like that too.
Oh, she's saying yours look bad.
No, she said no. Mine look like that too.
Well, you know they about to open up phase 3, so in about a week or two, you'll be all right.
I'm still trying to find, y'all. I have a trip planned to Napa in August, and I'm trying to see if I'm gonna be able to go. I think I'm just gonna wait till like mid-July to make it a final decision. Everything's booked and everything we have is a refundable, but I really want to go.
Yeah.
Any other questions or experiences you guys want to share?
Yeah.
Just a reminder before we wrap things up, we go live every other Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. We always poll on the community tab on the topic. Definitely visit Sync Creations if you have any custom tailor needs for, I mean, they do everything, y'all, not just shirts. They do masks too. Oh, wait, one more question. Maryland better not bother anybody's phase 3. Right, and we in the DMV, so we knocking right on Maryland. And we used to live in Maryland, so we don't want Northern Virginia to move into phase 3 either.
Well, they talking about July 2nd for phase 3 from Virginia. That's what I heard. July something.
I'm good, love. Enjoy. Would you go to Nordic countries? I have Iceland and Sweden on my bucket list just for the views. What are you feeling?
Bruh, she wants to go to Iceland, and I ain't about to travel all the way to Iceland just so I can bathe in some natural bath, okay?
That's not the only reason I want to go.
Why?
I want to go because I want to travel everywhere, well, almost everywhere in the world, and I want to hit all 7 continents. I said the reason.
Listen, I ain't trying to see no icebergs.
I want to hit Antarctica, Australia. I want to hit all 7 continents.
I ain't trying to hit no icebergs.
Well, in that travel vlog, I'm gonna be by myself, y'all.
Probably.
Just put it out there now. Make sure you are liking the video, you guys. Make sure that you comment in. Donna said she's gonna go with me.
Hey.
Thank you. We will plan that together. Bye. Bye, Ashley.
See ya.
Bye, Ashley. Make sure you
y'all
guys
gonna be asking that code. Ain't no lotion out there.
Give us a like.
Ain't no black product. You know stuff in Iceland is like way more expensive because it's hard to because they import like a lot of their stuff. Y'all gonna be in there eating boiled squirrels out that joint or something. I don't know what y'all gonna be eating because they ain't got no vegetables out there.
I don't know. They got no vegetables.
It's ice. I mean, they ain't got no plants. I mean, it's nothing but grass. There ain't no grass. There's no more water and ice. And
I think you need to research more about. I think you need to research more about Iceland.
Seals and great white whales. No, I don't know. Sure. I ain't going. I don't know.
I ain't never heard somebody claim they don't want to go nowhere and say go ahead and go and then hate so much.
I'm not hating.
You hate a little bit. I'm done with them too, Desiree.
I'll get a national proof if you want to. Just want to. That's it.
You guys, okay. Like the video. Vote on the community tab. Also, in the comments, leave other topics you want us to cover. We're always looking for more topics and more questions. So definitely leave those in there below. And we will see you guys in the next live, not next Tuesday, but the one after that, 7 p.m. Hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. See you next time. Bye.